Aloha guys and welcome to my show, Prince John Internet TV. Today's topics of consideration, finances and relationships. A lot of times I'm repeating what I'm saying, but it could be a fun way for both myself and you to watch something with a slight twist but the same basic message so that you can kind of program your mind to be essentially similar to me with the same objectives of having, stabilizing my desires, having control over my emotions, and preparing myself for a lovely relationship, which will result in me being able to live in a wonderful world because I think it's only possible to have that much fun in a relationship if I am emotionally connected with the rest of the world. And what I mean by that is helping others out in a fair way, being realistically charitable, whether it's giving 10% of what I earn to others, while still making sure that I put myself and my family first, but nonetheless, I am I am recognizing others' emotions. See, I think there's an illusion of perhaps driving a fancy car that just because we look different and have different things doesn't mean that you're any richer than the person who's suffering in a concentration camp or what have you. No, rather, I think we're all may look different, but we're all some type of unity consciousness type of a being, and I think our emotions are connected in such a way that we can't separate ourselves from each other. Okay, so let's talk finances. I think everything beyond our basic needs being met, transportation, safety, health, food, and housing, anything beyond this should be questioned. Something such as a fancy, you know, pair of glasses or a car that's more than just your basic needs, because there might be a void that is trying to be filled instead of uh, properly using the money. Uh, and sometimes that void, I think, is a subconscious thing, like programming of your subconscious as a result of commercials and how do you say, propaganda. So be cautious as to what you're going to expose yourself to, because that program will magnetically connect you to certain things. Somehow I think doing the light work, being in the moment, and just being friendly to people helps to keep in a certain type of vibration. It's like as if it's a cure-all. Being happy helps to cure things because you know that vibration of happiness sort of makes it's certain things can result in that. Like once I'm happy, I'll be more inclined to not have to have these habits that are just spending things and using that I don't acquiring things I don't need. I think the process is essentially random unless I make a concerted effort to decide to buy practical things instead of any random purchase. So question the 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 essence of what I'm buying. Is it something that I definitely need and use, or am I just buying it to impress others? Okay, so I think it's strategic to know how much money is coming in. How much am I making? And I have a thought. my theory is this: in relationships and when people have children, whether or not they decide to, I usually like to put the responsibility on men, even if a woman has a job, for example. And you know, as you can see from my previous show, I think women can work, but ideally, I think they deserve more. They deserve to be in a more ecstatic state, where the men supports her, and so on. I I think it's important to make be selective about one's precision of language. For example, I could say something like, others should prepare for their spouse, or I could say something like, I hope and I want to prepare for my spouse, and be selective about her so that we will be able to love each other in all levels, even when we're older or sick. That entails having similar religious beliefs, similar taste in music, because your religion is your response when there's problems. That's how if you're sick, you pray a certain way, or you do a certain ritual, or eat a certain way, and this is what a couple must agree upon, or else they won't like each other, and their lust will die after about 2 years, and it's been statistically suggested. So I was talking about precision of language, from saying others should do something, or my country should do something, or the world should do something, to I hope or want for something to happen, to I will. For example, I will use every strategy that I need in order to make sure that the woman that I'm interested in is definitely the one. And the way to do that is through reverse engineering. Throw a whole bunch of stuff at her, and you can do this if you're looking for any uh, interested in getting married to someone. Throw everything at this person. Throw them your you know, dark secrets. Throw them your taste in music. Say your top 25 songs, and make sure that this person, their interests, are consistent with yours, and and that way you can be happy. I think it's very possible to be obsessed or quote unquote fall in love with somebody, even if they don't have similarities to you, just because they're friendly and they're physically attractive to you. So that's why we have to be really cautious and be smart. But we can do it. We are princes and princesses, are we not? Alright, see you next time. Provide me some feedback. Maybe you thought of something that I haven't shared in my shows. Alright, see you next time. Aloha.